Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Noma Sondo. We are back this week with part 4 of Nanny Drama Child. Without wasting any more time, let's go to part 4 and share what's been happening, child. What has been happening? Like I said from a previous video, Uguti, I got the nanny I had then when I was shooting that video was from KZN. She's South African. I got her on the internet. So so luckily comes from the same hometown as Malaka's dad. So we could verify her quite easily. Anyway, child. So what that nanny was, guys, first of all, I think she was young. So yeah, I got her on the internet, and for the first month, it went quite well. The only challenge I think we had was she was constantly on her phone. There were times where she would just like sort of switch off and be on her phone. And I just need help with the child, so I don't need you to be on your phone. I don't mind people being on their phone because Nami, when I'm at work, I do get on my phone, but you can't be on your phone all the time and say "Ngiyambona umntana" and just be on your phone and just scroll Instagram. Those social media, myself included, can draw you in, and you wouldn't see what actually you'd miss certain things. And thirdly, there was an attitude problem. There were times where I would ask her to do something for me or to do anything basically, and she would just, it's not nice saying, "Can you 1, 2, 3?" and they're just like, like, why should I tell you what to do? You get paid for it, Anyway, so I think I got ticked off. With everything else, she had quite a good relationship with Malaika, and they got along quite well. But my only fear was leaving them for a weekend alone. It was like I just didn't trust her that much. We went home one time to my family, and the situation was just too awkward. It was just too awkward. I had to remind her that Malika hasn't eaten, or where's Malika's food? Did Malika bath? Why is she not bathed? I mean, what time is it now? And I had other things to do at that time. The reason why we were at home is because, oh child, what's going on? When somebody you need to listen when people speak. You need to have conversations with people. If someone says, "Mina ngamthakatha uchomi yami ngamthakathanye," wena ungekho ichomi yakhe angakwenza, uzibuze nje. If angamthakatha uchomi yakhe atshela wena with such boldness, or mina ichomi yami boyfriend yami, my husband, ngamdlisa ngamthini, wena ngakwenzani? If you're standing in the way, or you have something they want, or you understand what I mean, bangakwenzani? They'll kill you, child. They'll finish you. Ooh, this eyelash is full of nonsense, but I'm not going to touch it. Finish. So I was like, no, something is up. So we had a conversation in the house with me, her, and the baby daddy about Imiti, and we're like, look here, if you do, we don't mind. Just don't do it in this house. Do it where you come from. She's like, yeah, no, sure. I do it when I go see my person. And we're like, great. We went to my Melody, and I just felt like she was just on the phone. She had more attitude. She was used to us better. I just felt like something is offline with her, and I didn't like it. So then we moved past it. I was like, maybe I'm overreacting myself. Let me just give her the benefit of the doubt. We went to visit Malaka's dad's family, and she was with us. Honey, she was just chilling by the pool from my perspective. She was chilling by the pool. She was just hanging out. She was just relaxing there, minding her own business. The baby, like I had, guys, the baby was just constantly with mom. I was making her food. I was just taking care of her, and while she was sitting by the pool on her phone. Okay, fine. One of the days while we're there, she tells me she's got an interview in the same area, so she's gonna go and come back. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. Mind you, when she told me about the interview, I was in a way relieved because I didn't want her anymore. I just felt like so then I shining in a nice bambani because no, child, it was not happening. There was too much attitude. There was too much back and forth words, and when I tell her something, she would sort of lash at me. There was one particular one that I remember, and I will that one. So I'm busy cooking, and Malak is playing behind me, and she's just standing there behind me as well. So there's another lady who helps out. There's a helper in the house as well. So there's this. It's her and another helper. So they're standing behind me. We're just chit chatting. She's on her phone, like always. Facebook, like always. So I turn around and Malika was playing with an electrical socket and it's not closed. Obviously, we don't stay there, so there's certain things are not baby proofed. So she's playing with the electric, switching it on and off, on and off, on and off, and she's literally standing next to Malika, right? So I'm like, hi, Bo, are you on Facebook? She's like, yeah. And I'm like, who? So, baby, you're gonna play with the electrical socket while your auntie is playing Facebook. That's nice. And she literally snapped at me like, and I was like, okay, first of all, I can't scream at you the way I wish I would. Let me just and I was like, oh, okay. Sweetly moved my baby. She got irritated like always, moved away and stayed on her phone. Eventually then she took Malika and went to the other house. So then I spoke to Malika's dad. I was like, you know what, this lady, I've been telling you about her. I'm just like here. Plus she's got an interview, so that's a great way. She can go to an interview and we can look for somebody else. So as I was talking to the other help who works there, I was like, no, you know what, don't you know somebody? My aunt also is looking for help that speaks Zulu because her kids are doing Zulu at school. In Ekaya, we speak Sotho. Nobody knows how to read Zulu. Like, we struggle to help the kids. So, fine. We're talking about nannies and how much they earn and how they take care of kids. Also, Nanny, I let out my frustrations with nannies while I was talking to this other lady. And we were just talking, like we're just having a conversation. She was just hanging around in the background. Because she's listening to our conversation. So when Malika's dad came back and I was like, you know what, let's just let her go. And he's like, no, I'll talk to her. Spoke to her, like, look here, I heard you have an interview. Great, good for you. You can go to the interview. We're going to go back to Joburg because, child, we're not going to wait for you. Fine. She packs her stuff now to go home because she is from Durban. So it's nothing foreign to her. So she packs her bag, she goes outside. As she stands outside, the lady was dishing up. So I go, oh, don't want to eat before you leave? And she's like, no. She stands outside, she starts crying. Now they call me to assist. What's wrong? Everyone is calling me to go talk to her. Okay, I go talk to her. What's wrong? Why are you crying? Why are you upset? Why are you that upset? I mean, for leaving. You got an interview. You should be happy, you know? And she's like, yeah, now she can see Guti. A lot has been said. A lot has been, there's no turning back from here. And she gave me with her mouth. She gave me with her mouth. She gave me. Or yes, that was her to me in my mama Zala's house. So I can't be like sitting there, be like, Job if ufuna zilwe mazilwe emfundeni sungiqayela kaloku. So I'm just there like trying to be like, please don't scream at me, we don't have to shout, but my insides were boiling. I thank God actually we were there, because it was probably gonna get bad. Yeah, I could have been arrested, and we don't want that. You don't need that. Gone are the days where we fix things with fist fight, you know? Gone are the days where it was that easy to be like, you know? Gone are the days. We can't do that no more. We can't be beating up people. And she just gave me with her mouth, and I stood there and took it, you know? But I was boiling inside, and I really, really felt like I should smack the living hell out of her. I really felt like, yo, you know, you're doing this and screaming at me like this because you know I won't be able to. You're strategic. You're smart. She's smart. She's really smart. And she gave me with her mouth, and then she cried and pulled a card of I'm ungrateful. And she loved my kid. Yeah, sure, you probably did. Yeah, I agree with that. But you're disrespectful. You took me for granted. You're disrespectful. You never did your job. You did your job when it suited you. Then she says to me, then she says, I can't be a nanny forever. I've got dreams, I've got aspirations. Nami, I can't end just a little peanuts. And I was like, but you got the job. You took the job knowing that how much you're going to earn. Like, we did not force you to do what you don't want to do, child. You know? Hey, that lady, guys, she disrespected me. She showed me disrespect in the face. But I took it. I put on my big girl panty on. And I was like, it's fine. Let me keep quiet. My mom would have been proud of me. Because honestly, guys, I was like, no, it's not even like that. And my mama Zell came out because she was screaming at me. She comes out, she's like, hi, Bo, you know what, girl, it's fine. Sorry. Let's just give her the money that she worked for the half month that she worked and let her go, and it's fine, let it go. And I was like, okay, cool. So you come pay, because I'm not going to take out my money. I'm not gonna take out my money and give. I was pissed, hey child. I was pissed and bitter. So I was actually not gonna give her the money. I was going to say, I'll pay you month end because that's what I budget for. She left. The sad thing about this entire thing is that I got another nanny for someone else through her. And that nanny knew her quite well. So she would after she left the argument and she left and went home while we were in Durban, she texted that other nanny, who I will still see because she's working for a relative of mine, and told her that she gave me and she told me what to get up, and she did that, and she told and she did. So now people in Pretoria and my family already know, because this one is like, Haibo, this one is texting me telling me such and such happened in Durban. Well, now my grand doesn't want to call me and be like, Haibo, what happened? But my aunt did. My aunt was like, hi, hey man, I heard 123 was texting Ban and said so and so, and I was like, yo girl, I'll tell you guys when I get home, because she gave me in my face. She just gave me with her mouth. She gave me with her mouth. Yeah. I said, you know what, sometimes when you're in someone's house, you have to respect them. You can't just behave anyhow, you know? So I was just like, okay, it is what it is. She gave me. So I got home. I told my grand what happened. Now the other nanny tells me the half of the story. Which, no, actually, let me tell you what she told me. She told me she planned this whole thing way before. She knew about the interview a month before. And she told me that she got an interview. And I told her she should tell you so that you can get somebody else. But she wanted to dump you last minute so she can refer someone that's her relative, right? And I was like, oh, okay. He's like, yeah. So this whole thing was actually planned. so that you guys can leave Joburg and go to Durban with her. She doesn't have to pay anything and come back to Joburg and fetch your stuff and then dump you, then leave. Yeah, bo? And I was like, yeah, she did me well. She did me well because I did not see this one coming. I honestly did not see this one coming. I knew her, she had issues with attitude, with being on her phone, but it's something that you can always work on. But then the lady told me that kahle kahle, she was planning this whole thing. Her departure was planned. She wanted to use you guys so she can get where she wants to go. And I was like, okay, it's fine. And the sad thing was that after a few weeks, a month, she didn't get the job. And she tried to communicate with the other nanny so she can come back. And I was like, even if I'm stranded, I'll never take her back. I'll take that the one before her back. The one with a boyfriend issue back. But her child, no. Then top it off, she left some stuff here at her house. So I took those things and we had to drop it off her sister. To drop off her stuff by her sister's house was also another mission. We had to beg her basically to send her sister's number or to send us location so we can get her stuff there. It was not that easy. One day I was sitting talking to my friend, actually telling her what exactly happened. And my friend was like, no man, go through her stuff. So I opened the stuff. Image all sorts, the powder, the creams, the what, all sorts of mutis. They had muti and muti and muti and muti. I mean, it was wrong for me to snoop on her stuff, but I did, and I'll do it again. So I was like, but we did specify that we don't want these things here. You've been home twice, so you could have dropped off these things if you really wanted to, but clearly that was not part of the plan. But either way, so I told Malaka's dad, I was like, look here, this is what I found. I went through her stuff and I found 1, 2, 3. And he's like, don't worry, babe. Oh, don't worry your pretty self about such, because one way, if she tried us, that is my 2 cents on the nanny that I got. This is an update actually, and honestly, if I were to unpack this, I think it would be another 3-part story, because what we went through with her was so much. It was a lot. And now I'm back to Lesotho nannies, and she is absolutely amazing. If you are struggling to find a nanny or you're looking for somebody to help you, contact me, child, because now I know where to get them. I know where to get the right ones. Contact me. Ciao. Thank you very much for watching the video. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, share. So let's help each other, help other mummies. They don't have to go through what we went through. Yes, honey. Thank you so much. Love, peace, happiness. Mwah.